Welcome to Moving Forward, sponsored by MPW Mocklink TV and Mocklink Internet, online at mpw.org. Each weekday morning, our local talk segment brings you the people who are helping move our community forward. Let's start the show.
Yeah. AM 860 FM 95.1 KWPC. I'm Jordan Davis. Thanks for joining us this morning here for Moving Forward. As always, brought to you by Muscatine Power and Water. Try it before you buy it. That's our thing right now. You can try all their services before you pay for them. Go check it out, mpw.org. Again, I'm Jordan Davis. I'm joined in studio this morning by TJ Deere. How you doing this morning, TJ?
Good morning, Jordan. I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking.
Well, we're really excited to have you in. We tried to get together a few times in February, but the cold weather had you guys pretty busy out there.
Yeah, it seems like every other day we're moving cars,
Plowing
snow, de-icing the cars, and yeah, every time we tried to hook up, it basically kept me from coming in here because I had either couldn't get here or I was out there moving cars and whatnot. So it's tough to sell cars in that kind of environment. But.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just such a weird winter. You just mentioned, it's not very average. This doesn't feel like how it's been the previous years. This has been kind of a weird, really cold couple of months, and especially after December, we didn't feel like that there's much winter happening. But all of a sudden, it just hit us. So.
Yeah, it definitely came at us. That's for sure. So yeah, we're excited. We're excited for the new spring coming out here, and hopefully the weather starts turning warm. Obviously, today is not one of those days that it's turning warm, but we know down the road in a couple weeks it'll start to kick back in, and spring will be here, and then. As we talked about a little bit off the air, but our spring selling season should be coming through. So
awesome.
We're excited.
What's on the block for the spring selling season?
Selling season. Yeah, we just have obviously the new lines of 2019s are out. We got a brand new redesigned RAV, 2019 RAV4. If you haven't seen it, it is awesome. Redesigned from the ground up. All kinds of new technology that's in these things. The cool thing about the RAVs, even if you get a base model, it still has almost every option possible.
Really?
Absolutely. And then on top of that right now, Toyota's given a $1,000 rebate on these 2019s if you finance with Toyota Financial Services. So you get an extra $1,000 off these 2019 RAVs right now. And like I said, if you haven't come out to check them out, they're really nice, and they've got a ton of technology. Blind spot monitoring, dynamic cruise control, the Toyota Safety Sense, Apple CarPlay, and all these RAVs. So, just a really great product, and we're excited about it.
We got to drive, my folks, we rented a car. I took a trip a little bit ago, and we rented a car, a Toyota, is a big one. It's a big SUV.
The Sequoia or the Highlander?
I think maybe it was the Highlander. I don't remember. We rented one of them. Man, those have got some really nice. Some of the technology in those is really cool. But it surprised the heck out of me for one. And I don't remember. I think it was this car that we were driving that had that blind spot monitor or something like that. Oh my gosh, that's so nice.
It's just nice because it's a safety feature that people don't even think about. But when you're trying to merge and or trying to back out of other places, this thing will beep at you, will let you know where people are at, so you're not having to crink your neck every time.
Yeah. And driving the couple of cars that I have been, that blind spot is a nightmare because one, you can't catch it in the rear view, in the side view mirrors. You can't see it. It's terrible having to try to. And I don't fit in the car that I'm currently driving, so I don't have a whole lot of movement that I can do anyways. But man, those. And I remember Tim was driving a RAV4 for a while, and he could not stop talking about how much he loved the technology in those. He just absolutely loved he's the kind of guy that really takes advantage of that kind of stuff. Like whatever nice bit of tech that's in it, he's going to use it to its max. So. Definitely a good plus for those.
Absolutely, yeah. It's one of those things where, we've talked about on a number of occasions, but Toyota's on the forefront of safety. Toyota's on the forefront of technology, and when you buy a Toyota, if you want to resell it down the road, trade it in, you can never go wrong buying a Toyota because the resale value is so great, the reliability is so great.
Because Toyotas never quit running.
They don't. And as long as you maintain them and do all the stuff that you're supposed to do as far as flushes and oil changes and tire rotations and things like that in your service department. In our service department, for example, obviously being a full service dealer, We have a great service department with great technicians, and yeah, if you maintain that car for a lot of different reasons compared to most other manufacturers out there, they hold their value better than anybody, and they're more reliable than anybody. So selling a Toyota is pretty easy, I think. When people obviously own them and drive them for years, they're pretty dedicated to that product. So we do have a lot of repeat business, and there's a reason why is because, as we just mentioned, it's a reliable car, and on top of it, it holds its value. So that's a really big plus for us when people want to trade things in too.
Yeah, absolutely. And that trade-in can be kind of a big deal. I'm looking at swapping around vehicles right now because I'm not able to fit in mine. But
sure.
My other car died over the last couple of weeks.
That's not good.
No, it didn't.
Jordan, my goodness.
This winter was tough on it. She didn't handle the winter roads and all the fun just as much as she used to. So
sure.
She decided she was going to take the trip. But so we're looking to find something new. So it's always looking at, we want to look at miles. We want to look at the wear on the vehicle, what it actually looks like, and then what maybe little problems it may have, according to what kind of vehicle it is. I've been looking at a lot of Toyotas.
Sure.
Because you see them everywhere. Because people, even the ones that I'm looking at, they're like 180,000 miles on them, something like that.
Right.
It doesn't scare me as much as 180,000 miles on some other vehicles.
Correct.
So it's definitely there's something to say about that for Toyota. So
yeah.
plus you guys' full service department. It'd be great to have a Toyota here because I can bring it in there and you guys know just what to do with it.
Exactly. The mantra, the things that we like to say. We're a small town dealer. We're small town pricing, but we also have a big city selection. So we really have a lot of really cool. Obviously cars out there, but how we do things, it's pretty easy for our customers. Our information's free. When somebody comes in, we like to start out with a trade, give them that information, let them test drive the car. So it's one of those things where we try to be efficient with their time, our time, and at the end of the day, hopefully you see the value in the car that you buy and you're happy. And that's, at the end of the day, that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, is that they're driving away happy with their purchase. Right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Awesome.
Congratulate them, and you always feel good. I've sold them all. I mean, I've sold, Chryslers, Fords, Chevys, Nissans, Kias, Hyundais. I've done them all. But to sell a Toyota, it's just I feel great about it. And when I see them out, drive off my lot, I know that's going to be a great customer. And down the road when they come to trade it in, they're not going to be way upside down. They probably have equity, and there's just a lot of advantages to buying Toyotas.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And even our pre-owned Toyotas too, right? I mean, that's the other side of it too. With our service department back there, but any pre-owned Toyota that we do sell, we also offer 2 years of complimentary maintenance, just like the new ones are. They come with complimentary 2 years of maintenance. And now with the used cars, which we've done now for about 6-7 months, we offer 2 years of prepaid complimentary maintenance, part of the program when you buy a pre-owned Toyota. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
A pre-owned Toyota.
Correct. Yep.
Wow.
So it just gets people back in here so we can look at the car, obviously take care of the tire rotations, oil changes, and anything else that needs to be done. But yeah, just trying to be that full service dealership, being from, like I said, from a small area like Muscatine, to have a Toyota dealership in this kind of town is kind of a big deal. So we're proud of that, and we should be, and we love taking care of our local residents. So
that's awesome. And so now I wanted to ask you, you're a tall guy, you're pretty broad shouldered. What do you fit in the best?
That's what's great about Toyota. I mean, if you do a lot of research or going out there and looking at these cars, I know we've talked to a couple other guys, but the Camrys, yeah, I mean, I'm almost 6'4", probably right out there with shoes on, and yeah, I fit in those cars. Even the Corollas I fit in, But what we're seeing a lot of right now is the small SUVs like the Ravs. That's our basically our flagship, just because you sit up a little bit. They're easy to get in and out of. They got great gas mileage, and most importantly, like you said, anybody can fit in those. So those small SUVs to the mid-size SUVs, but Toyota's known for having that space inside their cabins for bigger people, and it works out great. So yeah, there's not many I cannot fit in. Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
That's
like
awesome.
the Yaris's or some of those really teeny things. Those can be a little more difficult for me, but just the mainline product, we don't have any issues there.
Yeah, what always gets me is the headspace.
Yep.
I'm always I sit a little bit higher. I guess almost my height. It's funny. I've got some friends that are right around like 5 foot 10, 11, 12, 5'12",
Right.
6 foot, yeah. And so I'm 4 or 5 inches taller than them. Where I've all got the same leg length. I'm
Yep.
all torso. So when I sit down, my head's going to be rubbing
hitting
on just
on the-
about everything. Yeah.
Sure.
So it's definitely makes a big difference when there's plenty of headroom. That's the biggest deal to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. And the nice thing about the Toyotas too, they have their seats where they go up and down. So somebody that does have a smaller torso, so to speak, or a longer torso, you can go up and down, and you can adjust it that best suits how you're driving, what your driving needs are when it comes to that. So they do a really good job of that as well. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So anything else you really want to hit while you're here? What's important? So we got the spring coming up.
Yeah, the
and
big
then
spring
you guys
selling
been busy
season.
for service department too over this winter, right?
Yeah, I mean that's one thing. We do these guys that are back there that service the cars. We got a lot of Carl Mueller, John Klein, Alex, Matt, and Scott. They all do a really good job. They've been back there for a long time. They're great professionals when it comes to fixing and looking at the cars and recommending things that need to be done with the customers' cars. And let's face it, I mean it's a safety items too that when you bring it into us, we're going to recommend doing this stuff because it's one of those things that need to be done from a maintenance standpoint and also for the betterment of the vehicle. But yeah, we got a lot of things coming up. Like you said, we have spring selling season coming in. We're really excited about that. Toyota's got 0% right now on the Corollas for up to 72 months. Obviously, Toyota's always known for great leasing, so we got a lot of lease specials out there. And we mentioned before the RAVs, the brand new 2019. Right now they have a $1,000 rebate on those. So
I need to come check one of those out. I want to sit in one and see what they're like.
yeah, we got a big showroom too. That's the nice thing about it with this cold weather or inclement weather that we have right now. Being the fact that we have 7 or 8 cars in our showroom.
I was going to say, you got
can,
a lot in there.
Yeah, you can look at and be in the warmth of our showroom, and then if you something that you really like, we can obviously pull one off the lot. And if it's a new car and you don't see it on our lot, we can definitely get one within a day. That's one of the things that we talk about with our customers. Well, I didn't see it on your lot. That's okay. Just we can sit you down, go over the information, and then we can get that car, whether it be whatever kind of model it is, we can get it usually within a day. Within a day for a brand new car. Because we get the whole Kansas City, Chicago region. We're right on the cusp.
Gotcha.
So we can pull from any of those guys' inventories to bring the car right here for you in Muscatine, so you don't have to go anywhere. That's the main thing.
Yeah, and that makes you think, oh well, you guys aren't you guys aren't the real big dealers like the huge lots and whatnot. You guys have a huge selection out there though.
We do.
Absolutely humongous. We actually went and drove through the lot the other night when my folks were in town, and man, there's just a lot of cars on that lot.
We do, and as we talked about too, the nice thing about if you're looking for new, like I said, we can get any car that you desire within a day typically. And then a lot of our used stuff is one owner, traded into us, bought from us, serviced from us. You can pull an auto check and see Toyota Muscatine servicing it the whole time for every service need that it ever needed. And, you get an unbelievably quality car, that the history, where it's been, you know all that stuff. With some of these other places, you don't know where they're getting these cars. If they're rental cars, where they're pulling them from the auction, they've had issues, that kind of thing. With us, though, most of our cars, the majority of our pre-owned cars, the history, who owned them. We've got the story to tell you, hey, they just upgraded to a brand new model. You could take advantage of that as a consumer when you buy pre-owned. And like we talked about also is the 2 years of prepaid maintenance. Almost all Toyotas have the complimentary 2 years maintenance, and if it's 4 years and newer, or 5 years and newer, 5 years and newer on pre-owned, that comes also with 2 years of prepaid maintenance, regardless of manufacturer. So if I think it's 5 years or newer, yeah, we do offer that too. But I like to say all pre-owned Toyotas are 2 years for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a great program.
That's really, really cool.
Yep.
So, folks, you need to get out to Toyota and check out there. If your car had a hard winter like mine did, you need to get out to Toyota and check out their inventory because they've got some great vehicles out there. And, not just Toyota. You guys have some other great used cars on the lot, too.
Exactly. We have a lot of good pre-owned Toyotas. There's no doubt about that, Jordan. But as you mentioned, we have a lot of other manufacturers that, four-wheel drives to Jeeps to you name it, any type of car. You can go online, ToyotaMuscatine.com, and see what we have to offer online too. And it's one of those things where, when they come into our lot or whatever, we actually do an inspection on them. So all the brakes and all that stuff, the oil changes, tire rotations. When you buy a pre-owned car from us, they've all been inspected and worked out, and it's almost like buying a brand new car.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
That's awesome. Well, thanks, TJ. Really appreciate having you in this morning.
Well, I appreciate it, Jordan. Good to see you, and let's try to get some warmth out there, huh?
Oh, heck yeah. That's what I'm praying for right now, is that warm weather to finally hit us. I can't wait to be taking those summer drives again, getting out on the
putting
road.
the windows down a little bit and feeling the air coming through the car. Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Yeah,
I tell you.
I made the mistake. I accidentally hit my window this morning driving in. I thought that was going to be the end of me. I thought it was it.
Oh, man.
Just that cold air blasting in the face. Terrible.
It's pain.
Terrible.
You feel pain right when you walk outside. That's no fun.
Nah,
that's for sure.
Not. Well, thanks again, TJ, for joining us from Toyota of Muscatine. They've got a great inventory out there, folks. Get out and check it out. They have got the vehicle for you. I'm certain of it. So thanks for tuning in here to Moving Forward. As always, brought to you by Muscatine Power and Water. They've got try it before you buy it right now. Go and check out all of their services. You can try it before you buy it. It's kind of a big deal to be able to check out those services before you actually pay for them. Go check it out, mpw.org. I'm Jordan Davis for the Voice of Muscatine.com.
You've been listening to Moving Forward on the Voice of Muscatine, KWPC, AM 860, FM 95.1. Thanks to our sponsor, MPW Digital TV and MockLink Internet, the local providers at mpw.org. And remember, Moving Forward, each weekday at 8:15 to learn how Muscatine is on the move.
This is the Big Ten